Checking.
Not this shit again. All right, here we go.
Do you need the...
Maybe I'll have better luck with the perforated tab. It's not looking good.
Hello everybody, welcome to Literary Lushes with your hosts Megan
And Samantha.
And for today's 13 Short Literary Spirits segment episode, we are making Apple Cider Mimosa while playing Would You Rather Halloween Edition.
We came up with the questions ourselves. Apple cider mimosas are delicious all season long. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Samantha has this lovely box. All right, there we go.
Here we go.
First question.
Oh no.
Would you rather be Dean Winchester's sidekick or Sam Winchester's sidekick?
I put that question there for you.
Appreciates that.
Is that what you appreciate about me?
That is what I appreciate about you. I'm going to go with Dean Winchester. No, I mean, I do love him, so let's not get that wrong. But more because Sam has a lot of issues. I mean, I know, spoiler, but Dean has like the
Dean has a lot of issues.
He's the mark of Cain, but for the most part, a lot of his stuff has been on the good side. Like Sam drinking demon blood. Like I feel like Sam's had a lot of bads. So that's what I'm going with. Who are you going with?
So I was going to say Sam because he doesn't want to be part of that lifestyle. So I feel like if I was his sidekick, we would just be kicking it doing other things. Plus we have the same name.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. That's a really good reason.
That's a real good reason. Did you shake this up at all, or am I just like...
Well, we could shake it now. Oh, shit. Well, that'll be the next one.
Ooh. Would you rather be a vampire's familiar or a werewolf's keeper?
Oh.
I'm going to go with the werewolf's keeper.
Same. Once a month instead of every day.
Yeah. And you know what? You don't have to give your blood to the dude. You just got to make sure they don't like, you know.
For fuck's sake, Guillermo.
That was an easy one. No contest. All right. We're blowing right through these.
There we go.
Would you rather watch a scary movie alone with the lights off or spend 5 minutes alone in a haunted house? Now, it's the movie that would scare us the most, right?
Right. Like what's a movie you are absolutely terrified of or you can't even watch because you're so scared.
Spend 5 minutes alone in a haunted house.
Yeah, I think me too.
That's what I'm going with.
5 minutes is 5 minutes. 5 minutes is 5 minutes. An hour and 90 minutes or so. That's a long time for something that's fake.
That's a long, long time. Okay. Would you rather eat licorice or candy corn?
Candy corn. I like candy corn.
I'm going with licorice.
Really?
Yeah.
My grandpa loved black licorice.
I hate licorice, but anything's better than that chalky
candy corn is delicious.
Sure. Is this it? Is this our drink?
No, we got to put the wine in.
Oh, you mean the...
Not this shit again. All right, here we go.
Do you need the... Ooh, this is a good one. Would you rather walk through a haunted cemetery at midnight alone or spend a night in a haunted house with one other person?
Walk through the cemetery because it's one and done. You just walk through and you're done. You don't have to spend the whole night. A night is like 8 hours. What about you?
I think it would depend on the person I'm going with. Like if they're a ghost buster person.
If it was Dean Winchester.
If it was Dean Winchester. And then they don't say like if the haunted house is like a bad ghost or a good ghost.
I would assuming if it's a haunted house, it's probably going to be like somewhat sinister. It's not going to be like you're haunted by Casper.
All right. If we're going with that, then I will do the walk through the cemetery.
Right?
It's like have Dean Winchester.
I mean, if I had Dean Winchester, I'd probably do the haunted house as well.
How you doing over there?
Not good. But thank you for
We're
asking.
going to get through this whole box before he gets there. All right. Would you rather be haunted by a ghost that can only
This is such a Megan question. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Would you rather be haunted by a ghost that can only say, boo, I see you, every 10 minutes? It would be so annoying.
That'd be while you're sleeping. Boo, I see you. Conference calls. Boo, I see you. Anyway.
Or be haunted by the most annoying person you know.
Honestly, neither, but that's not an option, right? Okay.
I'm going with the person that's the most annoying person because I feel like it's not so repetitive. I don't know. I think
What if the most annoying person you know is somebody who just talks incessantly, though? Right?
I don't know.
But
I feel like
probably
if the person can only say "boo, I see you," I'd be like, okay, what are you trying to tell me?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what they're trying to say.
like Hodor from Game of Thrones.
Or I would actually, where I got the question was from I Am Groot.
Oh.
I was reading I Am Groot with my baby boy, and that's where I came up with the idea.
Yeah, I would probably do most annoying person, because then I could hopefully just sage them away to the afterworld.
Honestly, I don't think I have a person that's that annoying that. I mean, I know. Yeah. So there we go. Anyways.
Anyway, I feel like there's not much champagne in here, but you could just sip more and then add more. Oop! Fuck! Cheers. Oh, beep. Fill to the brim. It's definitely going to be all champagne.
It's not bad. And it's dark. I put an apple slice on mine.
This is another Megan one. Okay. Would you rather have something lick your hand while you're in bed and you never find out what it was, or eat something that was once alive that you'll never know what it was? I think something would lick my hand. You know what? No, because then I don't know where it came from. That would freak me out. In hindsight, even though I do not eat meat, I would probably go with the eat something that was once alive.
If it can be cooked and seasoned, give me something I can eat. All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? And why?
I think probably a werewolf. It's once a month. You have the idea of eternal life. And especially if it's like Ailey Martinez's werewolves, where you're in control.
I'd go with werewolf as well. I feel like you can taste things. Things would be more flavorful. Yeah. Oh, and I'm such a foodie.
And you could go out in the sun.
Oh, and you can definitely go out in the daytime. And it's just once a month. I mean, we already deal with once a month shit anyways.
Right. And you don't have to ask for permission to enter places.
You just gotta make sure you get a good keeper who's gonna lock your ass up so you don't, go eating some random ass chickens.
Or people.
Or people. Oh, yeah, I guess people. Your pick.
All right, give it a shake. Pick your poison. I'm so clever. Okay. Would you rather wear a sexy Halloween costume or a funny Halloween costume?
Right this second, funny. 10 years ago,
sexy. I think everybody goes through that phase.
I was gonna say if I have the body, sexy all the way.
Although I stand by the position that you could have one that's sexy and funny. Like last year, I was the Jesus from The Big Lebowski, and did I have a mustache and goatee? Abso-fucking-lutely. Did I rock that purple jumpsuit? Absolutely.
All right, I say we do 2 more.
All right.
Would you rather be in a staring contest with a creepy clown or a zombie? I'm gonna go with creepy clown.
Me too. They're alive.
Creepy clowns don't scare me. Zombies, I just feel like they're gonna be like, and like drool just dripping out. I mean, I already have that now. I don't know why it's any different, but it just seems. I mean, the creepy clown I know isn't like necessarily trying to go for my brains and eat me.
As far as you know.
As far as I know.
All right. We don't have that many left.
No, well, if we rapid fire, let's rapid fire.
Rapid fire. All right.
Rapid fire.
Would you rather go up against Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers?
Michael Myers because of dreaming.
Michael Myers because he's a human.
Yeah, see, I dream too much. Nope, ain't dealing that shit. I sleep way too much. Would you rather ghost hunting or perform a seance?
I would rather go ghost hunting, I think.
I'd rather perform a seance.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I might do both, but
we could do it at the same time. I'll go ghost hunting. I'll shoo them your way for the seance. I'll be like, come on, go. Okay. Oh, fuck this. This is a Megan question. Would you rather sleep in a room full of porcelain dolls that are staring at you, my trigger, or sleep in a room full of cages full of snakes? So I have a question since you wrote this question. Are the cages snake proof?
They have lids.
Okay. Because I'm thinking
it's like a random person's house that has an actual snake.
Just like a plethora of snakes.
Yeah, like if you go to a store and they have snakes, so I mean, they probably
the snakes.
But like, are you sure, 100% sure that all the cages are locked?
Yeah.
Are you 100% sure that none of those snakes has got out and like had baby snakes around that room?
Yeah,
Without
but have you ever slept in a room full of porcelain
Yes, I
dolls
have.
staring at you? Because I have.
I have too, and I'll take that any day over snakes. And I just couldn't even imagine. Like, I wouldn't even go in people's houses anymore that have snakes in them. I don't care. Like, they put like boulders on top of their damn cages. I ain't going.
Well, I mean, they might not be venomous.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Would you rather be a monster living in the real world trying to blend in? This is another main question.
Mine are the fucked up ones. Hers are the silly ones.
Or be immortal living in a monster world trying to blend in. So I got this question by watching Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, it's a good movie.
Had that on with Alex.
I'd rather be a monster because it's a predator versus prey thing. I mean, arguably you're the prey if you're a monster living in a human world. But if you're a human living in a monster world, I would imagine you're legitimately a prey that could get eaten.
See, and like, I feel, because I was, again, watching the movie when I wrote this, I would rather be immortal living in a monster world trying to blend in, because I feel like monsters are trying to do their day-to-day shit, whereas like, if you're like, I feel like it was a witch hunt if you're a monster in the real world and you're constantly fearing.
Although, did you see that movie? It was like an animated one where a human astronaut lands on an alien planet and it's basically flip-flop. So if you're the only human living on a monster world, you would be monster to them.
Good thinking.
Right?
Okay. We're gonna fuck up that question.
This is one of mine. Pop culture for y'all.
All right, here we go.
Would you rather have a chainsaw arm or a machine gun leg? Ash vs. Evil Dead versus
Can you pick which arm
machete.
it is?
Sure.
And which leg? Yeah, I'm gonna go with machine arm.
Machine gun leg?
Sorry, the
Chainsaw arm?
Chainsaw arm. I'm gonna do my left hand.
Yeah, I think so.
You know how painful that would be to walk around on
With a machine gun?
Oh my god. You hear about the people who have
Just think about the versatility, though.
I'm just thinking about the people who have had to walk on prosthetic legs and all the pain they have to go, and that's a fucking prosthetic leg. Oh man.
Way to bring a sense of realism into it. I would go with chainsaw too.
Okay. Would you rather? This is one of mine. Would you rather go to a fall festival or Halloween Horror Nights?
And for those of you who don't know, Halloween Horror Nights is something that Universal Studios does, where they do movie quality level haunted houses.
So basically, would you rather go to a place that has like a shit ton of haunted houses and you're getting scared all the fucking time, or a fall festival where they have like apple picking and pumpkin carving and hay rides and
I want to go to both.
You gotta pick. I'm going with the fall festival. Unless I get to go with a bunch of sissies to Halloween Horror Nights, because I'm not scared of those places, so I only find enjoyment if I get to laugh at people.
Like the haunted house we did in Salem. I was laughing the whole fucking time.
I was laughing
I was laughing the whole time.
Between laughing and complaining about the low light.
Oh my god, you couldn't see anything. And we put my youngest cousin in front, and she kept bumping into walls. It was hilarious. I'd probably pick. I love haunted houses. I'd probably pick the fall festival just because you
miss it.
Yeah, I miss it. Okay. Would you rather have? This is a me question. Would you rather have a ghost haunt your toilet or your fridge?
Are they friendly or mean?
Yeah. Neutral.
You know what? I'm gonna do fridge, because then I'm less likely to go in my fridge and therefore less likely to eat and lose weight.
Maybe that's Oprah's secret.
Maybe. There's my answer.
I mean, because in Florida we already have the fear of a snake being in our toilet. Yeah. So like, what's a ghost? You know what I
I
mean?
can deal with it.
Yeah.
Is that yours too? Or are you doing toilet?
So I was thinking toilet, but you bring up a really good point with fridge. So I'm going to change my response to fridge.
Look at me changing people's opinions. Would you rather have your soul Would you rather have your soul stuck in a scarecrow or a porcelain doll? I'm going with scarecrow. People are too creeped out by porcelain dolls. You're gonna get thrown out in a good
But you
will.
get pooped on as a scarecrow.
But you know what? Your life has purpose, and you get to see the different weather. I mean, you don't know. You could be a porcelain doll stuck in a freaking box. It's
That's
like digital
true.
hell. Like, I mean,
You could be a scarecrow stuck in a basement.
I'm assuming the scarecrow's out in the fucking field.
All right. Well, then if that's the case, if you're a scarecrow on display, I'll pick scarecrow. But basically, you're asking me to choose between Harold from Scary Stories and Nadia's self
exactly.
from What We Do in the Shadows.
Exactly.
All right. Would you rather do pumpkin carving or apple picking?
Pumpkin carving. But that's probably because I've never done apple picking. But pumpkin carving, I feel like it's more creative.
I love pumpkin carving, but my family used to go apple picking every year in Jersey, so I'd probably pick apple picking just because of the memories.
Yeah, I should do that one day. Okay. Would you rather be a ghost trapped in a graveyard or a house? Ooh.
I think graveyard, because in theory you're going to have new friends coming somewhat frequently.
Yeah, and then again, the whole weather and seeing shit, and your house could be knocked down. You don't know what kind of people are moving into this house.
It could be vacant for years.
Yeah, you know what? Graveyard it is.
Unless you get stuck in a graveyard like in Aileen Martinez's book.
And that fucking sucks.
Then that sucks.
But again, you could watch the sunrise, sunset.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Would you rather have an axe or a knife as your survival weapon in an apocalypse?
How long's the knife? Is it like Crocodile Dundee knife, or is it like what I got back behind me?
I mean, you'd have to be able to carry it with you, so whatever you would feel comfortable carrying. Like if you want a machete, I'll give you, like, yeah. I'd probably pick an axe because you could chop wood with it, you could throw it, you could stab people with it, chop heads off.
You gotta like pull that shit out.
You gotta pull a knife out. What are you just gonna do? Walk around with a machete?
I feel like a knife is easier to slide back out than an axe.
Oh, you mean like?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never done it, but I would imagine pulling a knife out of a rib cage is just as hard as pulling a axe out of a rib cage.
I mean, they're both close contact weapons.
Reloadable, no ammo, quiet.
But with an axe, you have to put some like force throw in it. You can't just randomly just like have it like even if they fall on it.
I don't know.
I'm going with a knife.
I'm gonna go with an axe.
Last one?
We got one more. All right, you ready? This is actually a good one as a follow-up to the last question. Would you rather face a horde of zombies or a horde of ghouls?
So what's a ghoul again?
A ghoul is basically a smarter zombie.
One zombie?
Yeah. I don't know.
Put treadmills all outside your house.
They might have. But are they like user?
Or they like the what is it, the one with the Tom
World War Z?
Yeah, that one.
The movie that was nothing like the book, that one?
Yeah, that one. Where they're like fast and like.
Yeah.
Then I'd go with ghouls because they're super slow. I do remember that about ghouls.
Yeah.
So I guess
I don't know.
Whoever's slowest.
But zombies can rot. I mean, I guess ghouls could rot too. Mm-hmm. I think I'd go with zombies because typically zombies are slow.
I think I know more about zombies, so I think I would have a more advantage. So anyways.
I feel like most magical creatures, if you chop off their head and burn them, you're good. And always carry salt. Thanks, Dean Winchester.
All right. And with that, we say,
stay lively with your libations. And let us know what you would rather.
That wasn't bad.
That was good. It's caramely, right? I'm not crazy.